Yeah.
Hey, what's Bandicoot here, and for today's video, welcome back to another Smash discussion topic about Sora in Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's still unbelievable to see Sora from Kingdom Hearts join in Smash Bros., but that also begs the question, given that he is the final DLC character to not only end up the second Fighters Pass, but Smash Ultimate, but it also makes me question, and to some fans, on whether or not this was the perfect last character to end things off. And I've seen some comments for the past couple of days right after this character reveal and all, and there were some salty ones. There were some fans that were pretty okay with this, and there were mostly that were very excited and think this was the most perfect choice. But I want to discuss some opinions on what I think about Sora being the last character, and especially if I think he was the perfect character to end Smash Bros. Off. And so with that, let's just not waste time, and let's get started with the discussions. So when it comes to Sora himself, we all know how much he was a really requested character. I mean, I've talked about this character a few times in the past, like last year, and especially in late 2019. And now that we're here, it really is unbelievable to see Sora right now. And as we keep going on from the first and second Fighters Pass, every character that was revealed were really great. Sephiroth, Steve, Joker, Hero, Banjo-Kazooie, Terry, and Emil, etc., etc. But now we finally we're at the final Smash character. And do I really think that Sora from Kingdom Hearts was just the perfect choice to end this off? Well, I'm about to say this, yes it is. Now, I know there are some fans that might disagree with me because, like I stated, there were some comments that were very salty about this character because, I don't know why, some say that he was a waste of a slot, and some were asking of who exactly asked for this character who looks like a generic sword fighter. Alright, okay, a generic anime sword fighter is just, how do I say this, a very subjective thing, and that's kind of getting old at that point. I think the whole term, anime sword fighter has to go with Fire Emblem, and let's be honest, guys, if it was Fire Emblem, like, imagine if the final character wasn't Sora, and it was gonna be, you know, a Fire Emblem character, then things would go very, very wrong. And heck, even if there wasn't a second Fighters Pass, Violet being the final character would have been a bad idea, which is which makes me very glad that there was a second Fighters Pass. Look, I didn't mind Violet at all. I just think him ending it off was super bad timing when it comes to DLC and character-wise and all. But there are some people who are asking of who exactly asked for this certain character. Well, guys, I'll have to let you know one thing. First off, is that I wasn't really sure if you guys weren't paying attention to this, is that Sakurai stated in that exact presentation that years ago that Sora was the actual winner of the Smash Bros. Ballot that came out back for Smash 4. And even if you guys deny it, you can't really accept the fact that it is definitely true either way. Sora was the true ballot, because he wasn't really that much of a negotiable and realizable character at the time, because Bayonetta was, but not Sora. And with the whole term of the anime swordsman, like I said, they only stated that because of Fire Emblem, but I think it also has to do with the fact that it doesn't really matter whether or not a sword fighter gets in. And I'm saying this right now. Sakurai stated this before from a past article. I think it was from a Famitsu column, that he stated that it's his choice on whether or not that Sora or a character that uses a sword can get in. And not only that, I'm not even sure if his Keyblade technically counts as a sword at all. And the more I think about it, it really makes me think that it doesn't count as a sword at all. It just makes me think it looks like a mace or a bat from what I've seen and from the past Kingdom Hearts games. And not only that, I feel like those same exact comments are only saying that because they didn't get their picks in Smash, like Crash Bandicoot, Waluigi, Master Chief, Doom Guy. Well, I have to say this, guys, is that be appreciated to us, and also appreciate Sakurai, because I have to say this, I feel like they have no idea how big it was for Sakurai and the Smash team they had to go through, because The Sora, as we know, is a Disney character, and the fact that they had to negotiate not only Square Enix, but Disney at the same time, kind of shows how very, very dedicated they were to add this character. And the only Disney reference they had to do was that Mickey keychain on his Keyblade. This is kind of why we don't really see characters like Donald and Goofy, since these characters were the allies of Sora, and that's why we don't really get to see an actual Mickey Mouse as part of the cameos in the stages. I mean, the only time, like I stated, was the Mickey keychain. Disney was not easy to negotiate sometimes, but given their past events with Nintendo, with the whole cards thing, really makes me think that's not, they had to go through a lot of negotiations. So, yeah, and also, like I said before, Sora was the most iconic, and not only that, the most voted character of the Smash Bros. Ballad. Whether you disagree or not, it's true either way. Even if characters like Crash or Master Chief is super iconic, Sora has a perfect way to end it off. And not only that, Doom Guy got in as a Mii costume, and despite him being not a DLC fighter, I'm fine with him being a Mii costume because it's better than nothing, right guys? So yeah, I mean, and to be really frank with you, I didn't even mind not having Sora as the final character, because either way, I was thinking whether or not if Sora was not going to be the final fighter, I would be fine with any character, except maybe Fire Emblem and Fortnite. And you know what? If Sephiroth was in, and the thing is, if Sora wasn't even going to be in this game at all, I have Sephiroth and Steve, because those were characters were like my most requested ones back then. And given how Sora has many popularity, and especially have such an iconic series, and the fact that his games all based off from crossovers and all, I think he was the perfect Smash character to basically end it off. And that's just my opinion, though. I know there's some that cannot agree, though I do have to agree about his moveset, though. Right, I mean, from what I've watched a couple of times back, I have to say, I do have to agree with Sora's moveset being a bit okay. Now, it's not because of the sword thing, like I stated, but it was something to do with some of the movesets being kind of generic and simple, but I think that's the point of what Sakurai has to do, because for those who call Sora's moveset generic, Sakurai did state it in the presentation that like most of the DLC characters were pretty idiosyncratic and very complicated with their complex moveset. Sakurai wanted to do something simple with Sora, which is why we've gotten things like a counter, which I know fans are not really a fan of since we've gotten a lot of counters in the past, but Sora is a bit of an exception when it comes to, you know, a character choice. I mean, I did not really mind Aerial Sweep and also Sonic Blade. Magic, I'm a bit mixed up, but the Final Smash, yeah, the Final Smash really needs some work. It's a bit too quick, and I get that's what Final Smashes are in Ultimate, but I feel like Sora's went a bit too quick, and I feel like they should have gotten any allies that isn't just Disney characters. I feel like people are just forgetting that Riku and Kairi can also be great additions to Sora's Final Smash, but those are the only downsides I had to say about Sora in general. And I know this really escalated quickly and all about, you know, asking whether or not this was a character that was the perfect final character to basically talking about other things, but you cannot deny how much I had to talk about. And especially for those fans who doesn't really understand of how Sora was really more than just an iconic character. And the fact that Sakurai and the Smash team had to negotiate with Disney makes me respect them even more. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think Sora from Kingdom Hearts was the perfect character to end up not only the second Fighters Pass, but Smash Ultimate as a whole? I want to know all your opinions down below. And so with that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, follow my Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember this, once a legend, always a legend. Like a Hellcat.